Hi all, Analia here, and I really quickly wanted to explain the careers level to you all. So in the snapshot view, careers is going to be the top row, and if you have a middle school student, they should be in level 8 of careers. And so if you click on that level 8, you'll notice that there's only one middle school level. There's not a level 7 in careers. So everybody's working in this level 8. If you have a 7th grade student, then they have 2 years to complete this level. So they might not have very much progress yet. If you have an 8th grader, you want them to be at 25% of the way through Careers 8 by this first quarter. And so if you click on that Careers 8, you should be able to look at their percentage and then also look at the standards and what they've completed. And it is perfectly reasonable if you have a new student to RCA or a 7th grader that they don't have anything in this level yet. Okay, so this next semester we're really going to be pushing those career standards, and we'll be working on those during learning teams. So you can kind of look at the standards, get familiar with them, and then expect to start seeing progress from your student in this area. So if you look at these standards, there's a lot of things that kids do on a daily basis that they just have to record or get signed off that they've done. So things like being on time, being dressed and groomed appropriately for a professional setting. That means that they're not getting in trouble for the dress code on a daily basis. So really easy to get these standards. Other things that are in there are things like practicing interview standards or interview skills, doing a job application, and then showing courtesy and respect for other people while they're presenting. So those are the kinds of standards that we're looking for in careers. And you can click on these standards to read the actual descriptions. So there's a scoring guide in here that tells you what the student needs to do. But the easiest way to look at this is by going back to that tile view. So really quickly, we're going to scroll down, and again, you're going to scroll through the different classes that your student is in, and you're going to find that careers level 8. So in here, this gives it to you in a little bit more visual, easier way to understand the information. So there's a checklist and that time log, being respectful, dressing appropriately, classroom resources that students know where to get help or where to find information, behavior and problem solving, mock interviews, and then some leadership skills. So any of those assignments you can click on and then if you go to action, it gives you the step-by-step instructions of what the student needs to do. So this one says keep track of their careers level 8 standards. So they would print this check sheet. And then step 2 says to keep track of their attendance for a full week for at least 4 of their classes and have the teacher sign off that they came to class on time. And then in Empower, they're supposed to write down 6 resources or places where they can find information or get help with their standards. So that's just one example of a career standard, and again, we'll be focusing on those during this next quarter. So if you have an 8th grade student, look for that 25% progress. If you have a 7th grader, start keeping track of that and look for progress to start happening here in the next quarter. If you have questions, again, feel free to call the school or send me an email at akaren@kpvsd.ak.us, and I would be more than happy to answer any questions about careers for you.